Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle and I'm giving you yet another top 10 list. Today I'm giving you my top 10 favorite Matthew McConaughey movies. Now, Matthew McConaughey is known for Dazed and Confused and a lot of movies in the 90s and 2000s. But he's had a great career and I figure why not go ahead and do his he's one of my favorite actors, and so without further ado, top 10 Matthew McConaughey movies. Coming in number 10 is The Newton Boys. Number 9 is The Angels in the Outfield. Now this is a remake of the original movie. I believe it was in the 1950s. But this has got a great cast. Besides Matthew McConaughey, you have Tony Danza, Danny Glover, a very young Joseph Gordon-Levitt, J.O. Sanders, Christopher Lloyd, just to name a few. But it's a funny movie, sweet movie. I love baseball movies. Number 8, The Dark Tower. Number 7, Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. I found this movie to be really funny. Basically, he keeps running into Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, his girlfriends from the past, and each encounter is really funny. And yeah, I found myself laughing throughout this movie. So definitely check out Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. Number 6, Tropic Thunder. Number 5, Sing. Number 4, Killer Joe. Killer Joe is a movie that's probably off the radar for him. Didn't have a release in theaters, I don't believe. But he is basically a hitman and will basically kill anybody for the right price. And he's approached about doing this job, and a lot of things unfold and crash and burn in this movie. It's one of these movies that you would think you'd see the side of Matthew McConaughey, but yeah, he is raw in this movie, and I would also say badass in this movie too. And there's a scene in this movie that involves a drumstick, and that's all I'm going to say. But I highly recommend that you check out Killer Joe. I recommended it to my father, and he loved the movie. I knew he would, because this is a side of Matthew McConaughey that we've never seen. And I love this movie. So definitely check out Killer Joe. Coming at number 3, A Time to Kill. Again, another movie with a great cast. Matthew McConaughey, Kiefer Sutherland, Donald Sutherland, Samuel L. Jackson, Sandra Bullock, Oliver Platt. Just a star-studded cast. And it centers around Samuel L. Jackson's character, who, after his daughter is brutally raped and basically left for dead, he takes it upon himself to give Southern justice to those who did that. And that's all you're going to get me for this movie. If you haven't seen A Time to Kill, then where the hell have you been? Oh, and I also forgot Kevin Spacey. And I know the allegations and stuff that's surrounding him, but he's still a great actor. And true or not, I'm not going to not talk about somebody because of what's going on now. This was then, and I am going to mention his name, although we won't see no more movies of his, but he's still a great actor, and he was great in this movie too. He plays the prosecuting attorney in this movie against Matthew McConaughey. So, but definitely check out A Time to Kill. It is a badass movie and got a great cast. Coming number 2, All Right, All Right, All Right. Now, a lot of people will probably have this number 1 on their list, but there is a movie that I we'll talk about shortly, that far surpasses his performance in Dazed and Confused. So, but Dazed and Confused. If you haven't seen this movie, then where the hell have you been? Because this is an instant classic. It's got a great soundtrack led by Aerosmith, Steven Tyler, just great. Uh, it's got a great soundtrack. Anyways, great songs, a great young cast. You have, I believe it's Jeremy London in this movie. It's one of the London brothers. I can't remember. But then you have Ben Affleck, of course, Matthew McConaughey, Anthony Rapp as well, Cole Hauser, just to name a few. But it's about the last day of school. You got incoming freshmen for both girls and boys, and they basically get hazed throughout the movie. The guys get ass whoopings with paddles. The girls get humiliated and basically have to do whatever the seniors say throughout the summer and whatnot. And it's kind of cruel, especially when it comes to the girls' side. It is humiliating. But the guys got it worse, man. Getting their ass beat by paddles. And yeah, it is a crazy time. But those were the times in the 70s. And my dad backs that up too. And I love Dazed and Confused. It is a movie that will live on forever. And Matthew McConaughey will always be tied to the movie by his so many quotable lines. Originally, he was only supposed to have like one or two scenes, if that. But because he tested so well and people took to him, they decided to give him more lines and more screen time. And it's a good thing they did, because he was really good in this movie. So, but number 2, Dazed and Confused for Matthew McConaughey. But my number 1 favorite Matthew McConaughey movie is Dallas Buyers Club from 2013. Now, Dallas Buyers Club, Matthew McConaughey ended up winning an Oscar for. And he also, when he was giving his speech, let out his more famous words. You know what I'm talking about. All right, all right, all right. When he finally got the recognition he deserved. And yeah, he was fantastic in this movie. I would definitely say this movie probably won't ever be topped, but you just never know. One thing, besides the characters, the acting, the writing, the directing, everything about this movie is fantastic. Now, this is a biodrama movie. It was co-written by Craig Wharton and Melissa Wallach, and was directed by Jean-Marc Vallée. And it tells the story, true story, of Ron Woodruff. He was an AIDS patient diagnosed in the mid-1980s. And he basically was part of the research when it comes to, treatments and whatnot. And he was a big staple, not only in the treatment of AIDS patients, but what they could do to ease the symptoms and all those different things. But he also did some things that broke the law when it come to drugs. Anything he could get that would help him with this debilitating disease. But it is a great movie. Matthew McConaughey actually lost some weight to do this movie. But in my opinion, it is his best performance in any movie. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you check this movie out. It is phenomenal. And like I said, it's based on a true story. So, but there you have it. That is my top 10 favorite Matthew McConaughey movies. So in the comment section below, please tell me if you have a top 10 list. Throw it down there for me. If not, let me know some of your favorite Matthew McConaughey movies. I wanted to say I've seen at least 15, 16 of his movies. Doing this top 10 list was kind of hard, but at the end of the day, I think I knocked it out of the park. And as always, movies can and will be bumped off this list over time as I see more movies. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content. And don't forget to share these videos with your family and friends. But until next time, I thank you for watching and check you later.